Hello, this is Benjamin Sanchez. I'm coming to you on a weekend edition of Coffee with Law. After my recent video in which I explained when a tenant should hire an attorney during a residential eviction process, I was asked a question by someone as to why. Okay, we know when, but why should I hire an attorney? What's the benefit of hiring an attorney for a process that seems to be fairly straightforward? In the next few minutes, I will answer that question. My name is Benjamin Sanchez, and I'm an attorney in Houston, Texas. I practice all over the state. I defend consumers, tenants, and homeowners during life setbacks so they can move forward. And in this video, we'll explain why a tenant should hire an attorney. Now, the most obvious reason, and the one that really doesn't need a whole lot of explanation, is that the landlord's wrong. That whatever the landlord is accused the tenant of doing, whether it's the failure to pay rent or some sort of violation of the lease, that tenant actually paid the rent or did not violate the lease. And so you definitely want to hire an attorney to defend when there are wrong accusations being made. But quite frankly, there are two other reasons when the tenant may acknowledge that they are in the wrong, but they still need to hire an attorney. One is to avoid a eviction judgment, and two is to buy time. Let me explain those briefly. To avoid an eviction judgment, a residential eviction will follow you throughout your life when you are trying to get a new place to rent. So the best thing that an attorney can do is to help avoid that judgment. If they can't win the case because of some procedural error in the case by the landlord or the landlord's attorney, then at least they can try to negotiate a way out of the premises without a judgment being filed. Again, once you get an eviction judgment, you have a black mark against your rental history or future places to rent. Quite frankly, a lot of the times I try to negotiate my client getting out of the premises so that there is no eviction judgment, if that's what my client needs to do. The second reason is to buy time. And this is the second reason of buying time is actually something that I could go into a lot of detail on, and I have when I've done seminars for attorneys in Texas. Some tenants just don't have the ability to move at the moment that the landlord wants to kick them out. Whether it's a disabled spouse or child, whether it's the lack of funds, or whatever the other reasons could be. Not having time to move out quickly is a big problem. So what an attorney can do who knows the process of evictions and knows how to defend a tenant in eviction is to help that tenant explore all of their rights under the law and essentially buy more time, whether that's extending the JP trial process, whether that's appealing, whether that's going through county court, or even appealing the county court judgment to a court of appeals. There's ways to buy times. In tomorrow's video, I'm going to explain a couple of war stories for evictions, one in which I kept someone in the home for about 8 years, and that's quite a story. And then two, where I've kept someone in their apartment for over a year. Now, it wasn't magic. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of fighting on my part to make sure that the clients could stay. But certainly, this gave the tenant the ability to stay in their residence while they got their finances together in order to move. So those are the reasons why, even if you as a tenant have done something that you may not like, or if you as a tenant have a reason why you should be evicted, you should still hire an attorney because you want to avoid the judgment or you need more time. I hope that's been helpful. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.